Class is held hostage, and Dr. Mark Sloan is in a rescue mission to rescue the mums-to-be before they go into labour. Diagnosis murder, just half an hour away, here on BBC1.
Oh, there you are.
Where else would it be? Doing somersaults out the back.
What was that?
Clumsy cat.
I can't see him.
That'll be his guilty conscience.
Whatever it is, it's something else I've got to add to the list of things I've got to do today.
A plant pot can wait, surely.
Yeah, manana. But for me, it's my one day off to catch up on everything. Supermarket, dry cleaners, got to buy a present for your mum.
You're good at that type of thing.
I suppose I'm better at taxing the car as well.
Look, if I could help.
Is there anything you need before I go?
Could do a lift down to the doctor's.
You check up for your claim? Why didn't you tell me sooner?
Slipped my mind.
Come on, then.
Come in. Thank you.
Welcome.
Here you go. New practice brochures. Take a look at them before surgery. They're great. Jimmy, there's your piece on sports injuries and George on complementary medicine.
Maybe we should have put the royal seal of approval on her page now that she's baddie with the Windsors.
Oh, has anyone heard how she got on yesterday?
Not yet, but I'm sure we'll get a blow-by-blow account when she finally gets here.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And Greg, there's that information you gave on warning signs for returning travellers.
To make sure they haven't picked up more than their suntan on holiday.
Listen, everyone, I want you all to know that Donna here has put a lot of hard work into this as well.
Don't tell me you couldn't resist putting your world-famous recipes for pakoras in there.
Actually, she has had a few sections translated into foreign languages so that people know what we've got on offer.
Oh, right. Nice one, Don-Dons.
Anyway, I'm sure none of us need to be improved upon, but I've got to say, I do think the photographer's done a great job. I think we all look rather glamorous, actually. Although I'm not entirely sure about your hair, Greg.
Hey, sit down.
Thanks.
How's the leg?
Oh, sore.
What's wrong with it? What has it been now? 6 weeks in surgery? And you're seeing a physiotherapist twice a week?
Yeah, it helps, but I still need the crutches. Can't put any weight on it.
Oh, yeah. Well, with an operation like this to the knee joint, there's always a chance the recovery will be slow. We'll get the surgeon to review you a little earlier. Then we'll see if there's any problems we should be aware of.
The problem is I'm driving my wife mad. Under her feet all the time.
You'll be out of the house in no time. Back to work before you know it.
Oh, no, I'm not going back. Not doing construction again. Not when they don't set store in health and safety.
You've had a tough deal. How's the compensation thing going?
Passing the buck, I think they call it. I put in a claim to my firm. They claim from their insurance company. Those vultures. It's like getting a smile out of a corpse.
Have you got a good solicitor?
He'll fight my corner, I know that. Very dedicated and dependable is Mr. Woodson. So my wife says.
Women's intuition, I guess. Can't fault it.
Don't know about that. Wife never saw this coming in her crystal ball.
Idiot.
What are they playing at?
They're stalling. They didn't like our offer. I was hoping the insurance company would see sense and pay up rather than go to court.
So that's it, that's our next step.
Well, if you're both in agreement. I've got to say, I've tried all the other options.
I know. Let's give them hell.
Well, it might come to that.
Well, what do you mean?
Well, the one thing that always shows up is that Reliance aren't going to pay up without a fight. They're going to pull out all the stops to prove you're wrong.
Let them. We know we've got a good case.
I agree. But court can be quite intimidating. You've got to be prepared for what's ahead.
From Glasgow, I can deal with a few guys in wigs.
I'm sure you can, and I'll be with you all the way anyway.
So how long do you think before we get a court date?
It's hard to say. It's 6 months, up to a year even.
A year?
Well, do you want to have a bit more time to think about it then?
We have to do this.
Yeah, of course we do.
Well, maybe the printer's made a mistake, or Julia.
It's no big deal.
It's awful being missed out like that.
Mate, you have to tell Julia.
Sure.
The practice brochure, you've got to be in it.
I'll talk to her, but come on. I know what I do. I know where I work. Don't need a brochure to prove it.
Reliance Insurance.
It's me, Ed. Update on case 1809. Subject still under observation is not validated. Considering more direct action on your instructions,
Oh, yes.
do I have your approval?
Just do what we pay you to do, Ed.
Okie dokie. Now, my little beauty, let's get this boy on tape. Show him what we're really made of.
Thanks. You eating?
Mm-hmm.
So why didn't we just meet in the mill?
Oh, I just fancied a change of scene.
How was Bonnie Prince Charlie?
Oh, I'll let George tell you all about that.
Okay. So what do you need?
Alec Reed, you saw him this morning.
Yeah. The knee's healed up very nicely. He's not recovering as quickly as I would have hoped.
You think he should be off the crutches?
Well, you can't generalise, but I would have expected that.
Well, do you think there might be some other problems?
Well, just to make sure he's okay, I've referred him back to his surgeon.
Oh, what, he might need another operation?
It's possible.
Okay. I just want to get everything clear before I make a case for court.
This compensation claim.
Mm-hmm.
You reckon he stands a good chance?
Absolutely. We know that the employer didn't maintain the nail gun properly. We've got statements from other employees to that effect.
So Alec could be in for a tidy payout.
Oh, you sound like you don't approve.
Alec's a good guy, but I'm not big on this blame culture.
Well, that's a bit simplistic.
Mistakes happen all the time. Maybe people should try learning from them instead of looking for a scapegoat, someone to blame.
Testing, testing. You're a handsome man, Ed Woolard.
Can I help you?
Morning.
Afternoon.
I'm a representative from Amersham Flamersham Electricity.
Who?
I'd like to discuss your electricity bill, see if we can
I'm
reduce.
not interested.
2 minutes of your time could save a lot of money.
One, and make it snappy. Nothing important.
The man of the house, you really should hear this.
Why? Don't you think women can make that kind of decision?
Well, yes, of course, but I think your husband might...
You've got about 30 seconds left. Shouldn't you be showing me your price list before I shut the door?
I'm waiting for some new ones from the printers.
Can you match my current supplier?
Yes.
What about EcoPower?
What?
My current supplier lets me choose to get my power from wind farms.
Oh, yes, we can do that too.
Really? Time's up.
No, wait,
I'm saying you've got to fight for the principle, for justice.
You really think that's what this is all about?
Alec Reed was injured through no fault of his own. He may not be able to work again because of what's happened to him. His morale has been affected, his family have suffered.
And I'm sorry, but compensation won't fix it.
All right, so you think a company that flouts the rules should be able to get away with that scot-free?
No, but what you're doing won't change anything.
Oh, go on, enlighten me.
Because a construction firm doesn't lose. They get the insurance to pay out, the insurance recoup their monies by putting up the prices of policies. Your justice doesn't cost them, it costs me, you, everyone else.
No, you're wrong. We win. The construction company have to have a good hard look at how they treat their employees, which means improvements for everyone else who works for them. Things will change, but only if people are held to account.
Come Judgment Day.
Yeah. Or we should just agree to differ. Maybe you're right. Maybe there are no real winners or losers.
Look, I've got a consignment to me and some fills. See you later.
All right.
Better.
What's wrong, mate? What happened?
I can't breathe.
Okay, mate, take it easy. I'll phone an ambulance.
I'm having a heart attack.
Hey! Hey, it's okay.
I've got you.
Look at me. Come on. Take it easy. Come on, come on. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Like this. Okay, hold on. I'll phone an ambulance. Yeah, ambulance, please.
Come in. Thanks, Jane.
I'm sorry to turn up like this.
No problem. Take a seat.
Thanks.
So, what's on your mind?
Oh, what we talked about before. There must be something you can do to speed up Alec's claim.
Well, getting everything prepared and putting in for a date, it all takes time.
If it's money.
It's nothing to do with that, really.
Oh, that was crude.
No, forget it. I know what I told you earlier wasn't the news you wanted to hear.
It's just the longer we wait, the longer everything else gets put off. Alec really needs to get his life back on track.
I know that waiting for things to be resolved puts people under pressure. Maybe Alec could do something to occupy himself, take his mind off things.
What about me?
I'm sorry?
Well, what if I can't do it? What if I can't wait another 6 months?
Alec? You all right?
Yeah, fine.
So why are you here?
I came in with this guy. I'm just waiting to see how he is.
All right. So what happened?
They say it might be a heart attack. I found him outside my house, calmed him down, put him into the recovery position, phoned an ambulance.
Sounds like you did all the right things. Couldn't have been easy either.
My work made me do a first aid course.
Look, these things can leave you a bit shook up. You should go home. And give you a lift if you like.
No.
I'm sure the hospital can phone you with any news.
I need to stay, okay?
Hey. You're right.
I found a card beside the guy. Said he works for Reliance Insurance.
Are they the company contesting your claim? Well, look, if you're worried, go and talk to the guy. See what he's after.
Don't know.
Come on. You've got nothing to hide.
No! I just can't face it. I'm still a bit shook up, you know?
Okay. I'll go and talk to him.
No, don't!
It's okay, it'll be fine. I'll be discreet. Do a little snooping of my own. Excuse me. I was suspecting my table, but... Hey. So, how you feeling?
Like, I'm glad it was angina, not a heart attack, time you've taken.
Well, I'm here now.
So when can I go home?
Well, you need to stay to be monitored for a while. What's the rush anyway?
I'm a busy man.
Yeah? What do you do?
Oh, this and that. Executive stuff.
You know, everything you tell me helps me build up a picture as to what caused the attack. You know, diet, exercise, stress at work. It's a big factor. Can you remember what you were doing just before it happened?
Standing in the street.
Doing what?
How come you're not wearing a name badge?
What?
Your name on from the hospital.
You must be very grateful to the guy who helped you. A proper good Samaritan.
Yes, I am, very. Only wish it were that simple.
How do you mean?
Well, I've always believed one good turn deserves another. As George Washington said, I can't tell a lie.
Who's lied?
How is he?
He's fine.
Did he say anything?
You're not in your...
Please! Did he say anything?
Not much. He hasn't made any decisions yet. What's on your mind, Alec?
Such a mess.
You exaggerated to get more compensation, is that it?
I wish it was that simple.
Talk to me.
I knew it was faulty. The nail gun.
What? Your boss made you use it regardless?
I heard someone say the safety spring was missing. It meant it would just fire out a nail. Saw my chance.
Your chance?
I did it. I shot myself with that thing.
Why? Why would you cripple yourself? For money, is that it?
No. Because I couldn't cope. I couldn't cope.
Yeah, I'm here now. A&E, yeah? I don't understand. This wasn't an accident.
You have to understand, Alec wasn't in his right mind.
I was exhausted. I was working on the sites 10, 12 hours a day, then I was coming home and working all the hours in the house.
You chose to do that.
I know. But I felt as if this pressure was crushing me. I couldn't breathe. I dreaded opening my eyes in the morning. It felt like it was going to start over and over again.
You never said, you never told me how you felt.
I couldn't.
Maybe Alec didn't want to let you down.
You've always liked the strong, active type. I couldn't be that person for you anymore.
Don't put this on me.
I don't think that's what Alec means.
It's difficult to put it into words.
So let me. You shot yourself. Risk never being able to walk again for what?
I needed it to end. All of it.
You put me through months of hell, fetching and carrying for you, worrying about the court case, the fact that we're running out of money.
I'm sorry.
Is that all you can say?
I know you're upset, but I don't think Alec did this to hurt you. He just wasn't thinking straight at the time.
So what about now? How long's he known he can walk?
Just a couple of weeks.
Look, from everything that Alec has told me, I think he's experienced a kind of breakdown. These last few months, he hasn't been himself.
Oh, you've got that right. I'm standing here looking at you, and I haven't got the faintest idea who you are.
Diane, please wait.
Oh. Now I get it. You're in this together.
I'm a doctor. Alec is a patient of mine.
Fool you and all, did he?
No.
It's been a difficult day for everyone. Alec just needs to know, what are you going to do?
Well, I appreciate what you did, really. The doctors here said there'd been a lot more pain if it wasn't for him acting so quick.
No problem.
So I'm going to be straight with you. I'm employed by Reliance Insurance. At the end of the day, they're who I answer to.
So you'll tell them what?
That Mr. Reed doesn't need his crutches anymore. That he could have been back at work weeks ago.
You don't know that.
I know that when I went back and re-interviewed Mr. Reed's workmates, some of them reckoned he didn't like his job much.
Is that why you're investigating him? Hearsay?
We pay out a lot of compensation for people on long-term sick leave. If I got a sense someone's stringing me along, you better investigate.
Alec wasn't doing that. He was ill.
Looks fine to me. Sorry, Doctor. I've made my decision. It's getting cold, if you'll excuse me.
Enjoy your meal. Hey.
I've just had Diane Reed on the phone.
She told you what happened?
Well, in between a few choice words, what was Alec doing?
People do strange things under pressure. Look, why don't we share each other's woes and meet for a drink later?
Yeah. That'll give me a chance to sort this mess out.
Okay, I'll speak to you. Bye.
Okay.
Right as rain, boss. Turned out to be indigestion, that's all. You know what doctors are like. Get all worked up. Make something out of nothing. No, I'm not being put out to pasture just yet. I'll be in the office tomorrow. Raring to go, yeah.
Dr. Nick West has established himself as a very popular member of the mill team. Through his diligence, clinical skills, and above all, a rapport and real empathy with patients. It's a shoe.
Well, Donna did the display, but yeah. Once I realised there were some pages missing from the brochure, I got onto the printers and, bit of friendly persuasion, they reprinted it straight away.
Thank you. You sure you're talking about the right doctor, though?
Well, I wouldn't have written it if I didn't believe it. Come on, Nick, you must have noticed it wasn't in there. Why didn't you just tell me?
I didn't want to make a fuss.
Hey. Hey. Can I get you a beer?
You managed to straighten things out with Alec's case?
Oh, yeah, although they know that Alec was making a fraudulent claim, I don't think they'll pursue it.
Really?
Well, suing an individual is tricky. I don't think Reliance will do it unless they feel they've got a good chance of recouping their costs.
What about Reed's house? Isn't that worth a few bucks?
Yeah? Oh, sure, there'll be all kinds of nasty legal wranglings before we're done.
Hard on you, especially when you spend so much time on the case.
Oh, you get used to it. Thank you.
I feel for the guy.
You've changed your tune. Ta. Well, you didn't approve of people like him claiming for compensation.
I don't. But it wasn't about that, Friday. Sad thing is, he's not so different to the rest of us.
How'd you work that one out?
We went to such drastic measures because he couldn't talk to anyone.
Yeah.
Thing is, we don't always lead the lives we'd like to live. Make stupid choices. Do things we can't undo.
So what's your answer?
Learn to live with it, I guess. Try to move on.
Easier said than done.
I'm going to my sister's for a couple of days.
Can we just talk about this?
No, not now. I need time. Maybe it'll help me understand what you did.
Don't even think I know.
Funny, you used to be so certain of everything.
That was youth talking. You get older. It's not so black and white. You realise not all the avenues are open for you.
It gets harder. It doesn't mean you stop trying.
I know. I did for a while. I let you down.
Yes. Yes, you did.
Are you coming back?
Yes.
When I started out, I didn't see my career including the dizzying heights of planning permission, insurance claims, and minor traffic offences.
Not the great fight for justice.
No, exactly.
Hey, come on, you're doing pretty well. You got a beautiful wife, beautiful daughter. Maybe that means having to make compromises.
Oh, compromise is my middle name.
Come on, it's not so bad.
I know. I'm grateful for what I've got. Sometimes I feel like I'm being carried along for the ride.
I heard someone describe you today as dedicated and dependable.
Oh, no, who was that?
One of your clients.
Well, there you go. Good old Ronnie Woodson.
Cheer up, otherwise I won't buy another drink.
We find out there's more to the Big Apple than just Manhattan tonight, with Holiday taking a trip to New York at 7 on BBC1. Coming up next, an antenatal class which turns very nasty in Diagnosis Murder. Newcastle take on Birmingham again tonight in the FA Cup third round replay.